This is Emo News, and today we speak with Nashel Walsh, and she's going to talk to us about her situation. She reached out to me recently to express that she is homeless. She has a 6-month-old baby, and she's in dire need. Stay tuned as we speak with her.
Hi, guys, we are finally back again for another reaction video on this here Mystelics reaction, guys. I'm gonna be dropping 2 videos. I don't know I did this and this, but this is the first one I'm gonna be dropping. I'm gonna be dropping 2 videos, so definitely tune in for that one later on. And with that said, guys, big up the Mystelics YouTube channel. Definitely tune in to another reaction video. And of course, the newcomers are there, big up on yourself as well. The newcomers are there, big up on yourself for definitely tuning in to another reaction video in this regard. If you have not done so, definitely subscribe, guys. Subscribe, click the bell, and then click all, and you will be pretty much notified when I drop my videos right there and then. And please, guys, everybody, Mystelics family and non-Mystelics family, potential Mystelics family, all of you click the thumbs up button right there. That'll help the algorithm of YouTube to push this video further and further across the platform of YouTube, man. So definitely subscribe and of course give this video a thumbs up. I would appreciate that. This, of course, is a video that Emo did about 4 days ago, in terms of a young lady who is seeking assistance. And of course, I don't know if you guys remember when I post, well, those of you who checked out the previous reaction video, that'll be in the first comment in the comment box before the second one drops. The latest one drops a bit later on in the first comment in the comment box below, guys. If you want to go check that out, definitely do so right there. But I was talking about when Melissa was talking about, oh, she helped you and whatnot, blah blah blah. And then she was like, yes, you helped me, but to the point I'm back to square one. And I was making reference to the actual economy. Even though you gave her Pampers and stuff, that doesn't, you are temporarily helping her. But when it comes down to actually helping her, she will always come back because you guys, Melissa them, scare them, have killed the economy of Dominica. So we had to point this out right there. Anyways, we're going to listen to what Auntie has to say, Nashel and Emo has to say in this regard. I contemplated messaging, but I feel I really need the help, and I feel like I can't go further like this. I have no stable home right now as we speak. I'm in the headquarters where the police headquarters with my 6-month-old baby because we have nowhere to go, and now I may have to give her to someone temporarily until I can get back on my feet. Yeah, so that's her right there.
Nashel Walsh.
Nasha, how are you doing?
I'm there.
I know. Nasha, you reached out to Emo News. You said that you are experiencing a problem. You are homeless. And you have a 6-month-old baby. Tell us about your situation.
It seems like a number is there. It's 767-225-5208, I'm guessing. Yeah.
I don't know what to say. I'm a single mother of 4. I don't have a man.
So I heard that, but then I'm hearing her say she's a single mother of 4. How old is she? Is she 22 years old? No, guys, when people are in these situations, I don't blame them because poverty tends to do a number of things to a number of persons. But I'll leave that for a bit later on.
Right now, but I have my little daughter, and I'm all she has because her father isn't in her life, and because he no longer wants to be a part of her life,
she's 6 months old.
We are not welcomed anymore, and you know.
So I'm guessing she used to live with him before, the 6-month-old father.
I'm not so close to family and don't have much friends, and you know everybody wants something for something. So if somebody were to,
guys, I'm pausing this video. If you want to check out the actual link, that link will be in the description below. You guys can check it out. And the reason why I'm pausing because I'm noticing a number of things that she's saying right there. She doesn't have friends. She doesn't have much friends. The people that she's most likely linking up with and having children with them, they don't want to be a part of their life, which means that at the end of the day, it's still your choice. You chose these individuals. But the next point is circumstances. There's cause and effect. Where you feel like you can lean on someone and then you decide to go wrong and have a baby with them because you feel like the person is taking care of you, only then that person most likely is using you for whatever purpose. Most likely it's sexual, that they're probably using you for having a baby with you, and then when you have the baby, they're like, okay, that's it, moving along right there. Accountability is on both ends, both the man for leaving the little one behind, an innocent one behind, and the woman for selecting the man who she allowed herself to have a baby with. It's also economical as well, because economical, you're not sure where you can make your way in this life, and the best option you're getting, most likely getting, and to see if you can, most likely have an affiliate with some sort of dude, and whichever dude that is, it seems that you allow yourself to go after or get, or allow yourself to be bamboozled by. That is also another thing in this regard. But at the end of the day, we must still all be accountable for our decisions. There is no excuse. Even if the economy is not for you, the men that you choose is terrible for you. You're not talking to family members. You have terrible friends, or maybe your friends are very few and they can't do nothing for you, because it's very clear that's why you're on M News. Your friends can't do anything for you. It shows the association. Show me your association, I'll show you who you are. So it's on the basis of that. That's how I'm viewing this right there.
Have to help me, then they would want to use me to help me.
See?
So then if I decide that I'm not,
and she would most likely go after them to help her because she needs the help, and as a result of she needing the help, I give you help and you give me this. So she getting the help from these individuals, from these men, and then they are using her as a result of that. That's what poverty does. That's what poverty does in the nature of the Caribbean. I'm not really focusing on her. I'm looking at the cause, the root. You see, every time you go to the medical doctors, they tend to address the symptoms. They most likely don't tend to look at the root. We must look at the root of the problem.
I'm not the type of person I am, then I will stay out. I will not go, and I would rather sleep anywhere else than to do that. And
as she's talking there, I'm thinking to myself, is there any sort of women shelters out there? What about the church? Is the church helping? Has she reached out to the church? Has the church reached out to her in a community? What exactly is going on? And not that the church, are there any institutions? Well, then again, it comes on to actually helping the people of Dominica. We don't really see this happening. What are the institutions needed to help the people who are in need? I think the church should be one, but I don't put all the measures on the church. I put it on the community. On the community, not just the church. Keep that in mind. Let's continue.
Right now, we have nowhere to go.
Oh, we could fly.
Let's continue.
So I had to make the decision to see if I get somebody to take care of my daughter temporarily while I can get myself back on my feet.
What about the other ones, the other little ones? Because you say you had 4. So I'm guessing the 6-month-old is the 4th one. What about the 3 others? Are they with their fathers? Is that the case?
So I can provide for my family, so I can have a stable roof over my head.
But for you to have a stable roof over your head, you need to have a proper economy. You need to have a proper economy that is giving something what is called living wage, not just a salary. Not like NEP workers, they coming out there, oh, I get money, yeah, let me go and campaign. But you need to have a living wage.
So where do you sleep at night?
That is a good question.
Sometimes, before, it used to be from friends to friend to friend to friend home.
Okay.
And I recently got a job. So, because I've been working night shifts, I've been sleeping there, and then she's been in daycare, so then during the day I don't sleep. I honestly don't know when else I get a proper sleep. But I have to do what I have to do. So I decided, to take part in other curriculum activities to see how, I could benefit, I could get that funds to do that. Because besides that, besides, if you have rent, you have food to put on the table, you have schools to think about, you have debts to pay.
But what's cool? So what about the other guys? That's one of the things that I believe in child support. When fellas want to form the royal donkey, put them on child support. Is she getting child support, or are the children staying with their fathers? That's what I want to know. I think Emo should ask this question.
And I didn't have a job for such a long time. everything just, and I've been through so much growing up.
By your parents?
My mother's impaired in speech and hearing. My father never really cared.
See? Women, you that choosing these fellas, at the end of the day, there are still nice fellas out there, and you guys reject the nice fellas to go after individuals who you think will give you some sort of emotional variety, and then they end up using you and abusing you, and then she's back to the same situation.
So
It's sad, but
testimony is that you sleep outside the headquarters with the 6-month-old baby.
Well, we were inside the police officers, so
Oh,
it was last night trying to get right after almost midnight. And
right to go where?
they offered to bring us somewhere, and we went, and my child father still, didn't want to welcome us in, so we had to sleep in the police headquarters, and they took care of us very well.
Have you reached out to the PAL rep or someone in authority or welfare division about your situation?
I have reached out to almost everybody I could possibly think of.
This is where Melissa came in and said that, she helped her. But she's only temporarily giving her stuff, doesn't mean you help the person. This is what I'm talking about, and I keep mentioning the economy all the time. The economy is what will make people elevate themselves. They have killed the economy and allowed people to depend on them. Therefore, she's making a servant out of her. If she has to constantly depend on Melissa them instead of being independent on her own to do her thing. It's interesting when you look at the root of the problems, brothers and sisters, not the symptoms. Giving her pampers and diapers or whatever. Giving her pampers and whatever it is for the little one. That is not helping. That is only plugging one little hole. She should be able to have the ability to buy the pampers for herself as a result of having a good substantial job that will create a proper living wage.
To my PAL rep, to the PAL rep of Roosevelt, to the PAL rep of Bill, to the Prime Minister, I've reached out to.
I remember Melissa was saying something about you need to speak the truth. Let me see if she said that they helped her.
A lot of people, and most of it are empty premises, some of it are, and I just don't know what to do again, honestly.
How does that make you feel as a young...
So she didn't really point it out, but she stated something about what she said it was edited out or something. I haven't seen anything edited yet. So let's continue.
person?
Well, I have depression. I suffer with depression because I've been through a lot.
I would have depression. Well, for
and
children.
Sometimes, honestly, the thoughts I just have. I just always be on the road smiling nice with everybody. People see me dressed nice, and sometimes...
If you can dress nice, why are you getting the clothes that you're dressing nice with? Do you have your financial priorities on par? Do you have your financial priorities? Do you have your finances do you budget properly? Do you take your finances serious? Because you talking about you dress nice. Dressing nice is one thing. You even have a tattoo there. Unless you got that tattoo for free, you most likely paid for this tattoo. So is there some level of accountability that has to go to you as well? Understanding your situation that you are in. Are you then taking the monies that you've gotten and using them vice versa? Are you just spending your money loosely? Because you say you have a job, you tend to have a job from time to time. I don't know what it is. But are you spending your money wisely? Because you just stated that people see you looking nice on the road with nice dressing clothes.
People seeing you nice and they don't know where you get what you have and they envying you for that. You understand?
That means you're getting it from somewhere, unless somebody's buying it from you, for you.
They don't know anything about that and then they tend to judge you.
But do you have any other family members, siblings, aunties?
Good question.
Are they aware of the situation?
I'm the oldest of my mother's children, and basically after my great-grandfather died and my grandmother did as much as she could, I had to take care of myself and my siblings.
Because your mother is impaired and of course your father is a worthless.
Grew up from a rich background, you understand? So almost to any little gig I get, I do in it. I have to go there. I work in.
What are you doing? What is the gig? Because you're on Emo News and you're trying to say something. You're doing different gigs. Do you do hair? Do you do nails? What exactly do you do so people can reach out to you? Your number is there. What exactly do you do?
And also I taking part in the Calypso. I taking part in Mother's Queen. Because I want to try to build myself. I can sing. I see I have potential, but I see like
You can sing for sure. I heard you singing, but the lyrics was not on par at all. But anyways, you might need some songwriters and what have you.
people just want to use me for what I have.
Because you're a cute girl, no doubt you are cute. But there's more to us being cute. Are you owning your own responsibility? Are you owning your own accountability?
For what I can offer. And I'm tired of it.
I guess you're tired of being used by men.
In the pursuit of dreams, we kindly suggest the pedal on the right.
Okay then.
Porsche, driven by dreams.
Phone charging slowly? This is the fastest phone charger on the market.
That is not true.
There's a 90%.
I'm from Maho.
You're from Maho. Where are you from originally?
I'm from Maho.
You're from Maho.
Maho isn't who in Maho? Who is the pirate for Maho now? Not Blackboard now? Not Blackboard? Well, I think it's Kasani. That is. I could be wrong. I don't know the name properly. But Blackboard, not Blackboard is the pirate now. And then maybe Kasani come and take over now. So Kasani, you're young. Shouldn't you be able to help this individual? She should go to a power rep.
And you moved to Roseau. How did you end up in Roseau?
I moved to Kienfield first because after I had nowhere to go, I was renting with a friend. I was getting some assistance, I should say. But for the past couple months, it haven't been met, so I had to leave. So that was how we end up. So I just rest my stuff by somebody, and because I work in night shift, I just work in and I just...
Wait.
So you work all night?
Sometimes.
And then from work you just...
I go for the baby, or sometimes...
Is she working Clare Harbor or something? Night shift? What else is there in night shift? Security? What else to do in Dominica? Maybe Clare Harbor she working?
Time in the night you go for that baby?
Well, when I work in nights, I haven't worked night. I only worked night last night, so I finished nighttime. But other times I working from night till morning. So when I come in the morning, I go for her.
That sounds like either security or Clare Harbor.
Daycare and take
So
it from
someone has the child all night for you?
yeah, in a daycare.
In a daycare. And how do you pay them?
I haven't paid as yet. Normally you're supposed to pay at the beginning. I haven't paid as yet, but she's understanding. So hopefully I'm supposed to give her something when I get paid. But thank God for...
So there was some sort of editing going on, but I don't think from where the editing takes place there's not much to say. The previous thing, she didn't mention any name. She did say that she got some assistance, but it's not substantial, which of course is in accordance to what she says. She stated as a result of Melissa pretending as if she gave her a house or something like that, like they was doing back in the day in 2014 for people who were campaigning on the team. They were giving them houses. People. Anyways, let me leave that alone. Let's continue.
I thank God for the police officer. She has agreed to hold the baby until I can get a roof over my head and get back on my feet, so that I can be able to take care of her properly as I should.
Kudos to that police officer, guys. Give this video a thumbs up for this police officer right there. They're not always trying to beat up people. Although some of them, they'll see people getting beat up by police and they'll say nothing, but at least not all of them are terrible.
So she tell me take as much time as I can, and I can see her when I want. I can call, I can visit.
What about the other children?
My third is in St. Thomas with his godmother.
With his godmother?
Two others are with their father.
With what?
What about the other children?
My third is in St. Thomas with his godmother.
With his godmother. So the father really not there at all.
My two others are with their father.
Also, she had two kids by one man. So okay. So at least kudos to that man for actually, you know, stepping up and holding the plate for his little ones.
Did you ever apply for housing assistance?
I went once before and applied, and they said that they didn't have more available.
See, the people who I need are not getting. But Melissa will come and pretend as if, you see, that's what I'm talking about. Melissa will come and pretend, well, we did assist you. Well, why didn't she has a little one and she's a single mother. The third child had to end up going St. Thomas to meet godmother. So most likely she would have needed assistance in this regard to have a little housing for herself and then be able to do the little jobs that she doing, the little gigs or whatnot. Hopefully it's not any you know thing. Hopefully it's fingernails and hair and this kind of things that she talking about. And then maybe she works a little, you know, but then again she would have to leave the children by somebody if she's gonna be working night and then night to morning, early morning. So that is a whole other thing. Maybe if her friends are good to her, she can then have assistance, but of course the police officer is willing to help. So most likely the police officer works from 8 to 4, and then she can then bring the little one to the police officer, and then the little one can stay by the police officer till morning, and then she comes and pick up the little one, and then, you know, but then again she has to go and sleep for some time, and then because she has to work in the night. Okay, yes Lord.
And then after, I still saw people applying, so I just never bothered to go back.
But Melissa, that is the way you're supposed to help the girl. You're talking about you help the girl with Pampers.
But then I did ask. I went to ministry and I asked one of the ministers that was there at the time. He said he would assist. He would talk to my same parent at the time, and then nothing happened. So
You explored all your options.
So there's some editing going on there. So it still has nothing to do with what she was stating earlier. You know, they edited out certain things. They could have edited out certain things, but the topic of what they were talking about is not really in there.
yes, I am.
So someone watching this live might say, but you're young and why you cannot build your own house? Or
well, the economy is not conducive. I mean, come on, who's building their house now?
where are parents?
I tried all that. I even went to the minister, you know, and I figured that we have a little piece of land in the yard by my grandfather, and you know, I asked my family if I could do something on it because I have my kids. So I went to them for assistance, and after a certain minister told me,
you don't even need to go. I know where that's going. I already know where that's going. We all should know where that's going. The minister wants some loving, of course.
how do you
Let's hope I wrong.
say it now? He have a lot of love to give.
Of course. Of course.
Which was nowhere close to what I was speaking of, and then from that was it. I never messaged back. I never.
Well,
Any final comments?
I just want to tell everybody, it's not easy. I mean, tell you, it's not easy going through the pressure. It's just not easy.
it's not easy going through the Commonwealth neither. The Commonwealth is a hell of a thing, eh? That's why I encourage the people out there who can leave to leave. It's unfortunate that I have to be saying these kind of things there. But in a country that you want to say, I am patriotic to, that country is not patriotic to. Well, let me take that back. That country is patriotic to you. It's the leaders of that country that making the country feel as if you are doing wrong by it, and therefore it's doing wrong by you. Come on, people. Why aren't there any sort of growth engines being indicated? Or why aren't there any growth engines that are being pressed or are being looked at to be pushed forward to actually assist the country in elevation? You have the growth engines. That is what will actually start the economy again. But instead, they have looked to enrich themselves. The people at the top, the leaders have looked to enrich themselves, even building mansion in front of your eyes. And then you see how bad the economy is doing. How can a leader build his third or second mansion? And then coming to make the people believe as if, you know, things are doing so well for them. I remember people used to go, well, I didn't remember, I heard the stories of people going in the bank and handing cash to the bankers for them to build their house. Interesting stuff.
And sometimes things just go in your head. You just want to do things.
Yep.
And I don't have to think. if I really want to take my life, if I really want to take my child life, if I really want to do that, if I really want to do this.
Don't ever do that. Don't ever do something like this. You know why? There's something I was listening to yesterday. It was a podcast of a black man speaking to an audience, and he stated, breathe in, breathe out. The fact that you can do that is the only reason you need to understand that there's a bright light at the end of the tunnel, because you have hope. Hope like a laborite. But you have, you have hope like a laborite, man. But you have hope, brothers and sisters. The fact that you are alive. Once you are alive and can breathe in, breathe out, there is always the opportunity and the possibility for you to do and become better. As she's stating this right there, there's a friend of mine who went to States. And with States, all the opportunities States have and whatnot, he was staying with his family, trying to get himself up on his feet and what have you. And he could not get a job at that particular time. And his family felt like he was a burden, to the point where he felt like he should take his own life. He felt he should take out himself from this world. And I remember when he was calling me, and I could hear in his voice the frustration that he felt, because although the opportunity was out there, he didn't know. The problem that he had was with his family, who felt that he was constantly depending on them, and he fell to the point where they were disrespecting him, dissing him, cursing him, all kinds of things, pushing him aside and all kinds of things. You leave Dominica to go America, then you elevating yourself, and then you, on the basis of elevating yourself, you are being restricted by your own family members. And he called me and said, boy, Mystelics, he didn't call me, he called me my real name. And he said, bro, you are my last hope. This is the situation that I'm going through. Right now, he's in the military. He organized himself in the military. But when he comes home to Dominica, what does Dominica have? Does Dominica have a military? Well, he left the military already. He organized himself, have his vehicles, whatnot, blah, blah, blah. He had hope he was going to end it. But now he has elevated himself. What is there for Dominica? That is my question. What is there for Dominica? He could go in the military and do certain things, you know, go in military, become an army member, or whatever they're calling them, military people, and make something of himself. But what is there in Dominica? This is why I'm telling people to leave. I know it's sad, but you have to leave sometimes to grow.
Or sometimes I just cry, go on my knees and I just cry, because it's the only way I can do. That's the only way I know to pray.
My girl, you can pray standing up, eh? You can pray standing up, and that is like a spoken word. Pray standing up. If you go on your knees and you have to cry, pray standing up. Maybe that will make you not cry, and then start doing something. Not just go down on your knees and say, brother. Start making moves. I've helped a number of persons in that regard. People who are making like $425 per month. Now these people have their bus and they're going around and they land and what have you, because they understood that is the life that they're living can change. Everything in life can change once you decide to make it happen. There's a risk involved, obviously, but if you don't do anything as a result of you being fearful of the risk, then you are the one who will be blamed. You are the only one to be accountable for that.
Phone charging slowly? This is the fastest phone charger on the market.
That's not.
There's a 90%.
So what sort of assistance are you looking for? I know you need a home because you said you are homeless. You need assistance with the child and daycare, because it seems that you are hardworking. You working hard.
I try. Let me tell you, I had an accident, and that man never turned back and see. Also, I suffering with my spine, my ribs, my whole body, my knees don't have cartilage. I go through so much, and people just see me there every day in pain, and I doesn't say nothing. Every day I'm in pain.
My girl, you better start eating some herbs there. Go online in the library or wherever. It have online in library. You know why people just go online in library? Why? But I don't even know. I know back in the day that used to happen. I don't know for now. But go online, go by your friends, search and look for herbs and things that can rebuild yourself. You don't always have to go to the medical institution, you know, for help. You can rebuild back yourself, because we are carbon beings, and carbon beings require carbon materials to help them. You have to understand that, you know. But anyways.
and I doesn't get assist. I doesn't ask for. I just try to work as hard as I can. You would hear the same thing from Claire. I work Claire for 6
I figured it was Claire Howell. I figured.
years, and I got an award for the agent that went above and beyond. Why? I had a cast in my foot from my hip go down, and I was on crutches when bosses don't want to drop me to work, walking down, going to work, braces in my neck. I sick in work and I don't want to leave to go home because at the end of the day I know I have people to feed. I have debts to pay.
Well, kudos to you, my girl. Kudos to you for that one. You realize you have to do what you have to do because nobody else is coming to assist you. I normally tell fellas these things, you know. I say, fellas, women tend to have a lot of shelter, a lot of protection when it comes down to them and their faults. This is one of the reasons why she's even on there and she's gonna get assistance. But if a man comes there in this regard, most likely fellas are on their own. That's why I tell fellas, don't form the royal donkey with themselves, you know, because fellas will be on their own. She's out there pleading for some assistance, and I'm sure she will get some assistance. So, see, hey, fellas, all right.
I have things to do, and at the end of the day, people don't go and do it for you. Everybody looking for themselves.
True.
So I'm trying.
So
even our leaders are looking for themselves. That's why they're building mansions and all kind of things. They're getting $250,000 vehicles. On whose money they getting that? It's unaccounted for. But the people are still quiet though. Okay, all right.
How would you like the public? How can the public assist you? What would you like?
I'm not a person to say, okay, I would want this and I would want that. I share my situation. And it's whatever people can assist in whatever way they can.
But you should have given a generalistic thing, at least the general stuff. Hey, I need a pram, I need a little crib or something. You have a little baby. I mean, come on. You could think about the baby before you think about yourself. But I would understand if Melissa them actually give you a house. I mean, come on. That's logical, no? Not logical. But only Melissa want to give Pampan coming online and say that she assisted her. She's back in the square one. Boy.
Then I would appreciate it. So I'm not asking for anything specifically from anybody because I will still get up every day and try and hustle and see how I will make it. But anyway, possible.
Well, guys, you have a number right there, 767-225-5208. Whatever way, maybe barrel, you can send on barrel Dominica area. $10 barrel. I don't know if that's the case. Find out. And then if you can make a barrel for or something and send down some foods and what have you to her. But then again, sometimes customs will then have to do. Well, I don't know. Send down the barrel. If you can send money in the barrel for her to clear it. I don't know what's the word. You guys know the scene already. Message her, and if you can send a box or something, assist her in this regard. Her number is right there, guys. 225-5208. I don't know why this thing keep coming up.
So clearly, most importantly, she is not going to ask for a home.
And guys, you will not. Hopefully, Melissa realizes that where she did the error and try to provide her with a home, at least for the little baby. I mean, come on. I mean, come on. Logic that, Debbie. Anyways, guys, what are your thoughts in this regard? I will leave the link of that in the description below so you guys can check it out on the original video, so you guys can check it out uninterrupted, because I have to give my views. This is a reaction channel. This is what we tend to do, react to different things when we see what we can react to, brothers and sisters. Anyways, if you want to stay right there, give this video a thumbs up for this girl for definitely doing her thing. Give this video a thumbs up for the police officers who have helped her in that regard, and of course give this video a thumbs up, generally speaking, to push the video more and more, push the algorithm, push the videos further so that more assistance can be given to this one when they see this video right there. Anyways, guys, I'll see you guys in the next reaction video. Don't forget to tune in for the latest one of this here Mystelics reaction channel a little bit later on today. Anyways, guys, I'll see you guys in the next reaction video. Boom bang!